So everybody goes to school, studies, gets together back on Monday, and the teacher works with the students, and let's say we all pass the lesson. So we're all standing there going, now what? And he goes, well, what, on Wednesday, let's learn about this over here. Let's call it B. So we all go home, study, read the books, do all the stuff, and pretty much we're being led by the nose all the way through from this young all the way until we get out of school. They have someone always guiding us. And now you're going to learn this, and then you're going to learn this, and you're going to learn this, and you're going to learn this. And there comes a time in your life to where you're going to be left alone. You won't be able to turn around and say, so what do you want me to learn now? It's you. It's going to be you. And you're going to be faced with black. That's the unknown. You're completely lost because nobody's really taught you how to deal with the unknown. I can talk about this for days. I can continue a little more because I think it's a very important question. All right, I'll play. Okay, coming up. All right, I'm gonna play. I'm gonna try to play. Actually, you're gonna watch me try to get the song out of my mind. I wrote it a long time ago, and my own daughter used to use it to go to sleep at nights. Every night. I'm going to play it for you right now. I think it's called In the Morning Light. At least I'm going to try to. It's been a while. I think this song was written 30 years ago. That's how long ago it was. And I haven't been playing it. So what you're going to watch me do, you're going to see it in its pure form. It's my brain tries to pull the thread out. All little children go to bed now. Get close to it. Thank you. I better keep playing because she's going to start yelling at me again wherever she is. What other song? Oh, you know, Adagio di Minore, that's more orchestra suited, I think. I've thought about it. I thought maybe it's doable on the piano, but it's... Okay, I'm going to try to play this. I will play you a small part of it. I have not practiced in the mirror. I haven't played in the mirror in 20 years, so thank you. Okay, that's all I know. I'll practice it. I'll just revive it, and definitely this song takes enormous orchestration. It's a beautiful piece of music. Thank you very much for liking it and making me play it. I'm sorry? I'm hearing two people at the same time. Improvise one? Yes, I can improvise all you want. There's one song that I really like, but it's another one. I just haven't played it for a long time. have never told in this story about this song. It's about love, and it's erotic love, and it's me being in love with somebody, talking to them. If I could tell you. I'm asking questions. Why is this? And he goes on. It's the whole story.
I have a quick question, Yanni.
Okay.
You write your original music, but do you also go from your original writings to orchestrate it also, or do you have someone that works with you to do the orchestration?
You know, that's really interesting. Nobody does orchestrations for me. If you go back and listen to my original albums, all the orchestrations are there. They're just done with keyboards. The strings are there. They're played with the keyboard strings.
So you have a program that puts the music in musical form for them to read?
Not 40 years ago, there wasn't. In fact, to do the Acropolis concerts, it took 80 books and about $100,000 or $200,000 just to do the writing of the music. Eventually, as the electronics became better and better and better, you can actually touch a keyboard. Now, this keyboard knows I hit the C and the G notes. It knows how hard and how long I played it. It's called MIDI. You can play it back by itself. I can play something and the keyboard will play it back. And so the computers can print pretty much anything. So that's how I do orchestrations. I have a very good friend of mine. You should know his name. His name is Colin O'Malley. He's a sweetheart. And he's an incredible musician. And he understands me. He grew up with my music. And so I record things on my keyboards at home, send them the MIDI notes, which is electronic representation, absolute electronic representation of what I played, how loud, how long, which note, and so on. And the computer still make mistakes. And when you take something that is meant for the auditory system and you translate it into something visual, you'll be lucky if you get 60% of what you meant on the paper. So when my orchestra gets the paper, and a lot of them need it, actually most of them, very few people I have met in my life with perfect pitch. I have to sit with them and explain to them even more. They read the paper and they say, okay, you played this note from here to there, and it says legato or whatever, louder or softer, however they want to write them. It doesn't really matter. And then you just sing it to them. And you just say, I want this note to last this length, which is absolutely what it is. But I want you to start loud, let go, start the vibrato about here, and then just go out and then cut it off. You can't write all that stuff. It's too complicated. It's just one note. You can imagine now if you try to play a song like Marching Season. I don't know how many of you know that song, but it's the reason I have the orchestrations done for that song. I have not been able to find an orchestra that can play it. Swear to God. My orchestra now can. So I might bring it back to the original form because it's a beautiful song. It's much slower than what I'm doing right now with the piano and the drums and having fun with it. It's really a beautiful piece of music, and I think I might revive it. Yeah.
Hi, Yanni.
Yeah.
Would you like to take some questions from your fans on Facebook Live?
Are we live?
Yes, we are.
Oh, we're on. Behave. Behave. Hi, guys. Welcome. Yes.
The first question comes from Sham in Damascus, Syria. Hello, Yanni. I'm Sham from Damascus, Syria. First of all, I want you to say my name 4 or 5 times, or as much as possible, because I want to hear you saying my name, and that will make me very happy. Then I want to ask you about the names of the songs that you've written. I mean, when you start creating a song, how do you decide that you'll call it that name or another? Is that related to the creating process or related to your psychological condition when you were writing it? Thank you so much, sweetheart. I love you so much, and I'm waiting to meet you somewhere soon.
Yeah, well, you know, Sham, I don't know how to pronounce your name properly. Sham, probably. Sham. She's so happy right now, I know. I know. See, I got to tell you something. This little girl is 17, 18 years old. She has been on my page for the past 2 or 3 years. She's a sweetheart. And she's going to school. She's living in that war-torn country in the worst conditions. And she's not giving up. All my friends on Facebook have taken her under their wing, and they always write her and encourage her. So do I. She's my girl. She called me my sweetheart. She's 18 years old, and she's happy. She manages to go to school and make herself better, understand. She knows the music. And you can tell from the questions she just asked, which confused me. Thanks, Sham. Appreciate it. What was the question? Okay, can you read it again, Michael?
Sure.
It's a good one.
She wanted to know about your naming your songs. When you start creating a song, how did you decide that you'll call it that name or another? Is that related to your creating process, or is that related to your psychological condition when you were writing it?
It's a great question. Thank you, Sham. Appreciate that for putting me in such a difficult spot. So, anyway, it's both ways. Sometimes we didn't speak a whole lot about the creative process. It's a process of surrender. I'm in complete surrender. I have no judgment. Judgment and creativity are opposites. They're both necessary, but they cannot exist at the same time and at the same place. Just cannot. If you surrender from the black, you're hearing. I'll start to yell. I'll play nostalgia for you guys in a little while. The whole song comes to you. It's all at once. It's the emotion, the passion comes in. And the notes appear. And I have perfect pitch. So I know what they are. It's like somebody speaking Greek or English to me. It's the name, if it doesn't come right away, which sometimes it does before even the song appears because the emotion is there. If please. I'm talking to Syria right now. Okay. The name of it is part of the creative process. It's part of it. Sometimes I spend a long time, if I miss my opportunity to get the name at the same time as the music, it becomes extremely difficult. Because I try to give my songs names that don't define them, don't put them in a box. That's why I like instrumental music, because instrumental music becomes yours. When you hear it, you interpret it the way you want to interpret it. It means to you what it means to you. You don't have somebody telling you, we're doing this, then we're doing this, then we're doing this. And there's nothing wrong with poetry married to music. Then you have a song. It's a powerful medium too. But I believe in instrumental music because I can go to China and play Nightingale, or I can go to China and play Marching Season. I can play anything I want in any country in the world, and the entire message gets across. So thank you, Sham.
Hector from Mexico writes, "Hi, how are you, Yanni? We know your appreciation for Mexico. Thank you very much. How do you define Mexicans?"
First of all, I have been adopted by Mexico. I have been going to Mexico for 25 years or so. And the people there are lovely. And I'm not kidding when I say I have been adopted. I'm their adopted son. They open their heart to me. Everywhere we go. They're lovely people. Their food is a killer. Like, there's no way you can lose weight going to Mexico. And I love that country. I love that country, and I hate to see them suffer like they're suffering right now. They'll solve that too. They're sweet people, very sweet people, and very loving people. And they know how to hug you. They smile, they're passionate. I don't need to tell you. Most of you probably have met a few. So anyway, thank you for your question. Play some music. We're still live. Oh, you know what? Let me play, what did I say I was going to play? Nostalgia. Let me see. Sham, this is for you. We're still live, right? We have about 15 minutes.
Yes. Yes, we are.
We're still on. Okay, here comes Nostalgia.